Hello buddy, today, we've got an incredible lineup of action-packed thrillers, mind-bending mysteries, and heart-pounding horror films that you won't want to miss. So, welcome back to Filmflix. Get ready for some serious intensity with these top 10 movie recommendations.
You want to be a part of this?
Do we get an opportunity of the man responsible for today?
In Sicario, we follow FBI agent Kate Macy, played by Emily Blunt, who is recruited to join a special task force aimed at taking down a powerful Mexican drug cartel. After discovering several dead bodies hidden in a house in Arizona, Kate is brought into a secretive mission led by Matt, a laid-back but mysterious operative played by Josh Brolin, and Alejandro, a quiet and intense figure portrayed by Benicio del Toro. The team heads to Mexico to capture a drug lord, but things quickly become tense, especially during a dangerous trip back to the US border. As Kate becomes more involved, she realizes she's being kept in the dark about the true nature of the operation, and it becomes clear that Matt and Alejandro have their own plans. Throughout the movie, we see the complexities of the drug war and the blurry lines between right and wrong as the task force operates in a world without clear rules. The film is filled with intense moments, like a nerve-wracking standoff at the border and night operations, all shot with stunning cinematography by Roger Deakins. As Kate tries to navigate her role in this operation, the story explores the harsh realities of the war on drugs and the moral challenges that come with it.
Is it time?
Now isn't the time.
Well, when is the time?
Soon.
Snowpiercer is set in a future where an attempt to stop global warming accidentally triggers a new ice age, freezing the planet and killing nearly all life. The only survivors live on a train called the Snowpiercer, which travels around the globe endlessly. The train is divided into classes. The wealthy live in luxury at the front, while the poor are crammed into harsh, crowded conditions in the rear. Curtis, a man from the back of the train, leads a group of rebels in a plan to fight their way to the front. After 2 children are taken by guards, the rebellion kicks off, and Curtis and the others push forward through several train cars. Along the way, they free Nam Gung, a security expert, and his daughter Yona, who help them unlock the doors between cars. As they advance, they encounter a violent ambush and suffer many losses, but manage to capture one of the leaders, Minister Mason, and continue their journey. They eventually find themselves in a school car, where the children are taught to praise the train's creator, Wilford. Curtis and Nam Gung reach the front of the train, where Curtis finally confronts Wilford, who reveals his true intentions behind the rebellion. Curtis is faced with a difficult decision about the future of the train and its passengers, while Nam Gung has his own plan to change everything.
Why he wants this job?
I need the money.
Don't disappoint, turn out to be a pain in the ass.
No, not me, sir.
Guy Ritchie's The Covenant follows the story of Sergeant John Kinley, an American soldier in Afghanistan, and his Afghan translator Ahmed. They form a partnership where Ahmed risks his life to help Kinley's team locate and clear explosives while hoping to secure visas for his family to move to the United States. As they face dangerous situations, including roadside bombings and tense encounters with the Taliban, Ahmed proves to be a valuable asset, using his knowledge of the local area and his skills to keep the team safe. Kinley, while focused on his mission, doesn't know much about Ahmed personally but grows to rely on his expertise. The story takes a turn when Kinley and Ahmed are separated from the rest of their unit and must navigate their way back to base through hostile territory. Ahmed's commitment to helping Kinley survive goes beyond just doing his job, and the 2 men depend on each other to get out alive. When Kinley returns to the US, he learns that Ahmed and his family are still in danger, forcing him to take action to fulfill the promise of getting them to safety. The film explores their journey through war and the bureaucracy that follows, highlighting the challenges faced by those who risk their lives to assist US forces in Afghanistan.
Dear Mr. Kaur, 3 days ago my son Bailey was taken by wolves.
Hold the Dark is a dark thriller set in a remote, snow-covered Alaskan village. The movie begins with Medora Sloan, a woman whose son has gone missing, believed to have been taken by wolves. Desperate to find answers, she reaches out to Russell Kaur, a wildlife expert who has studied wolves. Russell travels to the village to investigate, but things quickly take a strange turn. The harsh, unforgiving environment adds to the tension as he begins to realize that the situation is far more complicated than a simple wolf attack. Medora's husband, Vernon, is serving overseas but returns home after the loss of their son, and his presence brings a new level of violence and intensity to the story. Vernon's actions reveal a deeper and more dangerous truth about the area and its people. As Russell becomes more involved, he finds himself drawn into a world of violence and mystery. The film explores the idea of survival in a harsh environment, both from the natural world and the darker side of human nature. The story builds as Russell and the local authorities try to uncover what's really happening in this small, isolated community.
Why are you doing this?
10 by 10 is a suspenseful thriller that follows the story of Kathy and Lewis, played by Kelly Riley and Luke Evans. The movie begins with Kathy going about her daily routine, stopping for coffee and heading to the gym. Unknown to her, she is being watched by Lewis. After leaving the gym, Lewis kidnaps Kathy, holding her at gunpoint and forcing her into the trunk of his car. He takes her to his remote home, where he locks her in a small, soundproof room with padded walls, measuring 10 by 10 feet. Lewis doesn't ask for money or harm her in the way you might expect. Instead, he has a single question. He wants to know her real name. Kathy refuses to answer, leading to a tense struggle between the two. Throughout the movie, Kathy tries to escape multiple times, but Lewis captures her again and again. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that Lewis has a specific reason for holding Kathy captive, though he doesn't reveal it immediately. Most of the movie takes place in this confined space, but the dynamic between the characters keeps the tension building. Both Kathy and Lewis are hiding secrets, and their conflict reveals more about their pasts as the plot develops. 10 by 10 explores the mystery behind Lewis' motives and Kathy's connection to it all.
We're all here because of a map you two kids found in a cave.
Not a map. An invitation.
From whom?
Prometheus is a science fiction film directed by Ridley Scott, following a group of explorers on a spaceship called Prometheus as they search for the origins of human life. Set in the year 2093, the crew is led by scientists Elizabeth Shaw, played Noomi Rapace, and Charlie Holloway, played by Logan Marshall Green, who believe they have found a distant moon that might hold the key to where humanity came from. This belief is based on ancient cave paintings that suggest humans were invited to this location by an alien race. The moon has a harsh environment, with an unbreathable atmosphere and barren surface, but the crew finds mysterious straight lines on the ground leading to a massive dome-like structure. Inside the dome, they discover evidence of an advanced alien race, including humanoid creatures in suspended animation. The crew's exploration reveals that these aliens might have a connection to human DNA, raising questions about the origins of life on Earth. Among the crew is an android named David, played by Michael Fassbender, who can understand alien languages and plays a key role in uncovering the mystery. As the team delves deeper into the dome, they face dangerous challenges, including strange creatures and unexpected threats. The movie mixes elements of exploration and survival, as the crew tries to figure out the purpose of the alien race and their connection to humanity.
It's like we're back in the Dark Ages.
The Silence is a horror movie that follows a family trying to survive in a world overrun by deadly creatures called Vesps. These creatures are released from an underground cave and are attracted to sound, moving quickly to attack anything that makes noise. The story centers on Ally, a teenage girl, and her family, including her father, played by Stanley Tucci, her mother, and other close relatives. As the creatures spread across the world, the family decides to leave the city, thinking they'll be safer in a quieter, more isolated area. Along the way, they experience dangerous situations, including a car crash that leaves them temporarily trapped. The movie focuses on the family's efforts to stay silent and safe while dealing with not only the Vesps but also other humans who might pose a threat. As they reach their destination, the challenges continue, including injuries and the need to find medicine. The film shows their struggle to adapt and survive in a world where making any sound could be deadly. The creature's appearance and the family's fight for survival are the main focus, with tension building as they try to find safety in a world that has become hostile and unpredictable.
I'm lost in here! Did you hear that?
In the Tall Grass is a horror movie based on a novella by Stephen King and Joe Hill. The story starts with a brother and sister, Cal and Becky, who are driving through the countryside when they hear a boy crying for help from a massive field of tall grass. Concerned, they enter the field to search for him but quickly find themselves lost in the tall grass, which seems to shift and move around them, making it impossible to find their way out. As they struggle to navigate the confusing and constantly changing field, they encounter the boy, Tobin, and his unsettling father, Ross, who seems to have a strange connection to the grass. The family is not the only group affected by the strange happenings in the grass, and soon more characters are introduced, adding to the mystery and danger of the situation. The tall grass seems to have an unnatural force controlling it, and the group must figure out how to escape before they become trapped forever. The movie focuses on their attempt to survive the increasingly bizarre and dangerous environment of the grass while dealing with strange occurrences and unsettling encounters with others who are stuck in the same predicament. As they search for answers and a way out, the grass continues to shift, making escape seem more and more unlikely.
The last kid disappeared 2 months ago. Won't be long before the next one goes.
So you believe it too?
The tall man follows Julia, a nurse living in a small, struggling town called Cold Rock. This town has a dark mystery. Children have been disappearing, supposedly taken by a figure known as the tall man. Julia is the only adult in the town trying to care for its people, especially the children. One day, her son David goes missing, and she begins a frantic search for him. Throughout her journey, Julia encounters a local detective who is also looking into the abductions. As the story unfolds, we learn more about Julia's past and the reasons behind her actions. The film explores themes of neglect, family, and the lengths some will go to save children from bad situations. Julia is not who she seems, and her connection to the missing children reveals a deeper network trying to help those in need. We also meet Jenny, a young girl in a difficult family situation who becomes involved in Julia's mission. The story raises questions about what is right and wrong when it comes to protecting children and whether it is acceptable to take them away from their families, even if those families are not perfect. As the film progresses, the audience is encouraged to think critically about these issues while following Julia and her complex journey. The tall man invites viewers to ponder the nature of family and the meaning of a safe home.
Tell me my business. I do things direct, and I have a system.
Brawl in Cell Block 99 is a gritty action drama starring Vince Vaughn as Bradley Thomas, a former boxer turned drug courier who finds himself in a dangerous situation. After losing his job at an auto repair shop and dealing with personal struggles, Bradley returns to working in the drug trade to support his family. However, a deal goes wrong, and Bradley ends up in prison. Once there, he is forced into a violent world where he has to protect his wife Lauren, who is pregnant, from a dangerous criminal who threatens their safety. To ensure her protection, Bradley must follow orders from a ruthless figure, which leads him deeper into the prison's violent underworld. He is transferred to a maximum security facility, where he faces brutal confrontations with guards and inmates. The film is packed with intense fight scenes, as Bradley uses his fighting skills to survive and complete his mission, all while dealing with the harsh realities of prison life. As the story unfolds, Bradley's determination and brutal actions drive the narrative, leading to a series of violent and tense confrontations. This movie focuses on Bradley's journey through this dangerous world, highlighting his strength, resilience, and willingness to go to great lengths for the people he cares about.
Well, that's it for today, buddy. I hope you enjoyed our picks. If you didn't find your next favorite movie here, don't worry, it's time to click this video, and I'll see you there. I'm Pomode from Filmflix. Thanks for watching today's video. Peace out.
Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work cause my boss is a jerk and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life cause I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for